Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I want to start off by saying thank you to all of our Booster Club members for your many donations and much more, your prayers. We visited faraway countries and strange lands. We've even spoken to dignitaries and were detained for spreading the glorious gospel in Cuba. The truth is that the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel were scattered throughout the world. Help us on our journey as we continue to raise up the nation of Israel. 12 tribes worldwide. Join or donate today. Shalom.
What do you say? Keep going.
And he said unto them, tell me now, ye sons of Canaan, who this people is that dwelleth in the hill country.
So they're trying to figure out who is this people? Who is the children of Israel? So they're trying to figure out what's something about us. Who is these people? Keep going.
And what are the cities they inhabit?
Where do they live at? Alright? So they're doing an observation on us. He's trying to figure out stuff about us. Keep going.
And what is the multitude of their army?
How big is their army? Read.
And wherein is their power and strength?
So he said, guess what? Where is this people power and strength? That was the question. Where is this people power and strength?
It's God.
Now jump down to verse 17. So now we're about to get to the answer. Alright? We're about to get to the answer. Where is the children of Israel power and strength?
Right.
Alright, read.
The book of Judas, chapter 5, verse 17. Whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered, because the God that hateth iniquity was with them.
So it said, guess what? This was his answer. He said, while they sinned not before their God, they prospered as a nation of people.
Right.
Because God was with us. God had our back. Alright? So guess what? That's our kryptonite is sin.
Right.
They know that about us. Alright, jump down to verse 20.
Verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people.
So error is another word for sin. If there's any sin in this people, read.
And they sinned against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
So they say, guess what? In order for us to beat this nation of people, they must be in sin. So that's what happened. We were in sin, and the nation overcame us. Now we're being cursed as a people. That prophecy fulfilled, because he told us, if you disobey me, I'm going to curse you as a nation of people. Now give me Hosea 5 and 15. All right, and then we're going to jump back to bringing out our nationality. Hosea 5 and 15. All right, because guess what? As long as we're in sin, the Lord is not dealing with us. So we got to get right. Watch this here. Get that for me. Hosea 5 and 15. Get that for me. All right? Read that.
The book of Hosea, chapter 5, verse 15.
Bring it out.
I will go and return to my place till thou acknowledge their offense.
So the Most High God said, guess what? I'm going to go and return to my place until my people acknowledge their offense. Acknowledge what they did against me. All right? Read.
And seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early.
So he said, guess what? When they start to be afflicted as a nation of people, then they're going to start looking for me.
Right.
But guess what? How do we look for the Most High God? How? Pray? Just praying, that's how we look for him. What you say, sister?
Read about it. Read, that's what I want to say.
Read. The scripture said, I read earlier, it said, blessed is he that readeth. Because when you're seeking the Lord's face is in this Bible. Right. You're not going to find the Lord's face if you're not looking in this Bible. You're not going to find the Lord's face in politics. You're not going to find the Lord's face in the school system. You're not going to find the Lord's face in the Christian churches, because they're not teaching this Bible. Alright? They're teaching religion, which is against this Bible. It has nothing to do with this Bible. So he said, guess what? When they start to be afflicted, guess what? Then they're going to start to look for me. Alright? But when they look, they got to look in this Bible. Now go back to Deuteronomy 28. So it said we broke his commandments, curses were going to come upon us. So now I'm going to name some curses, and we're going to see if we're going through that, if we're living through that. Alright? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 43. Give me that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high.
So it say, guess what? The stranger that's about us, they're going to get above us very high. Because once upon a time, we was ruling one time. Right. Y'all ever heard of the Dark Ages? Yeah. Who y'all think was ruling in the Dark Ages? We was. That's why they call it the Dark Ages. All right? We was the people ruling as a nation. All right, but read that again.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Come on.
And thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
So is we lending to the nations today? No, they lending to us. We got to go to them for car loans, school loans, house loans, credit cards, all these different things. We got to go to them for grants, for scholarships. All right, we don't give out none of that stuff. We don't give out none of that stuff. That's what's happening right now. They the ruling class. They got all the money. They own all the banks. Bank of America was built off of slavery. That's right. All right, that's old slave money that founded that bank. All right, guess what? What we reading? We're reading the Bible. Watch this. Give me verse 46 and verse 48. All right, because it said we're going to be cursed as a nation of people. All right, so what we're going through right now, it's not a thing that's just happening. All right, it's not nothing that's just going on. Like I said, we're the only people going through this. You don't hear the Arabs saying Arab lives matter. You don't see the Chinese saying Chinese lives matter. When you look around, they own businesses in our neighborhoods. Right. How's our neighborhoods, but they selling stuff to us? Right. And guess what they selling to us? The stuff that we want. That weave is a $1 billion industry. When you stand by them weave shops, that door go open and shut all day long. Guess who's going in there though? We are. You don't see no Chinese person going in there. You don't see no Arab going in there. You don't see no white person going in there. All right. So guess what? All that stuff is designed towards us. We're the spinning force, but we haven't wrapped our head around that yet. All right. Just think about the Chinese. The Chinese own all the hair, all the nail shops and stuff. All right. We got enough. We can paint our own nails. You see what I'm saying? Our sisters can paint that. They can come together, open up a business, and paint their own nails, huh? Yeah, I said that. Yeah. All right, so watch this. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So I say, guess what? The curses that we are going through today, us being shot down in the street, us on the bottom of society, us asking to be called an equal man, us with signs saying that our lives matter. He said, guess what? That's gonna be a sign to let y'all know y'all are the children of Israel. That's gonna be a sign to let you know that you are God's chosen people. All right? And it said, guess what? It's gonna be a what? Read it again.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So it's gonna make you wonder. Wow, when is this gonna stop? What they be saying? I'm tired. I'm tired. Every time you look up, somebody got a knee on their neck and they dying, or they being shot in the back, or they going just to pull out their ID or whatever, being shot with their kids in the back seat. This thing make you wonder why this thing keep happening to us. But it say that these curses it's gonna let us know. It's gonna let us know that we are the children of Israel. Watch this here. Give me verse 48. All right. So what we read so far. It's what people are just talking about? Huh? Us, right? Because we the one going through this, right? So that's letting you know this is a true book. Alright, this is our history book. Watch this here. I'm going to put some icing on that cake. Watch this. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So it says, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies. It didn't say you were going to serve your brother. It didn't say you were going to serve people that love you. It says you're about to serve your enemies. So don't forget about that word now. Read it again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Which who shall send against thee?
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent our enemies against us? Let me make sure y'all paying attention. Who? Sisters, who sent our enemy against us? See, you're not paying attention. Pay attention now.
I'm paying attention.
This is very important. Watch this. I'm reading it one more time.
I'm going to catch you this time.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord sent our enemy against us. Y'all hear that, sis? Alright, when we read the Bible, we say the Lord is going to send our enemy against us. Alright, so we're going to find out. We're going to finish this and we're going to find out who our enemy is. Alright, keep reading.
In hunger.
And what? In the hunger. Now, I'm going to ask y'all a question. Whenever we get hungry, what nation of people do we got to go to? Do we? Huh?
The enemies.
Name some. What y'all eat today?
The white folks.
Huh? You right?
McDonald's.
Do we own any McDonald's?
Chinese food.
Right. Do we own any Publixes? Do we own any Kroger's? Do we? Huh? Hey, so it said we're going to have to go to our people anytime we get hungry. Some of our people do got businesses, right? Where they get their meat from? The nations, right? Where they get their business license from? Who they got to pay tax to?
Bring it out.
You see what I'm saying? So the root cause of us getting food, we still got to go outside of our nation of people.
That's right.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Do that.
And in thirst.
It's a and in thirst. And in thirst. Do we own any water distills companies? Do we own Ophir? What about the Sunny? What about the water that they come in our house? In Savannah, guess who you got to pay that to? The city of Savannah. Guess what? Isn't water a natural resource?
Yeah.
So why we got to pay for it? Because the Lord said we had to. The Lord said you're going to have to go to your enemies anytime you get thirsty. That's why it had to happen. Alright, read.
And in nakedness.
So even for our clothing. Alright, name a clothing that's made by blacks or Hispanic. Name some clothing. Okay. So FUBU, right?
Well, he had to go to China to get it made.
But guess what? FUBU got to go to just to get the material.
Bring it up!
FUBU still got to go to what do you call that thing? The textiles, the clothing textiles. So FUBU is still making a portion of that.
Right.
I mean not FUBU, the textiles. They still making a portion of that.
Yeah.
We don't even support FUBU anymore. Even John. Even the other clothing, T.I. clothing and all that. That's what the nation still make a percentage off of that. Alright? Because they got to go to them to get everything. Yeah. Alright? So it said we want to go to our enemies for clothing, food, and water. Let's see what else. Keep going.
And in want of all things.
So it say, guess what? We got to go to our enemies for the want of all things. You got a question, brother?
Yes, sir.
What's your question?
Okay. What tribe do I go to?
Sit right here. I'm gonna teach you. All right, sit right here. Let me finish this. Let me finish this. But stay right here. Find yourself on that bench. All right.
I want to hear you.
All right, I'm gonna show you. All right. Read that part again.
And in want of all things.
So it said we're gonna have to go to the nation and want of all things. Now I'm gonna ask y'all. I ask this question almost every week. What can we get from our own people that we don't have to go outside of our nation to get? I got $1,000 for any one of y'all. Name one thing. Huh? What you said?
A book to read.
A book to read? Yeah, well, you still got to go to them.
You still got to get
Give me something else. You got something, brother? What about you, sis? You got something?
necklace I just bought.
Guess what? That still had to come through the nation, sis. All the material. You still got to get the material from the nation.
Yeah.
To make the material itself. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the Bible says, you got something else, sis? What?
How much I breathe it cost them?
Rain air? Okay. Yeah.
Free.
Guess what? We still got to get the
Actual hair.
cream and the weave. There's weave in that, right? The spray, all that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alright, so guess what? So the scripture said we're going to have to serve our enemies for everything we want to need.
Right.
So it don't matter what we want. If we want a loan for a car, if we want a loan for a house, if we want education, who give us education? Who teaching our kids? Who make the curriculum? We can't even choose what the curriculum is.
Right.
Right now in the curriculum, they got the LGBT movement.
Right.
And that's what they say. Guess what? I just seen yesterday an article. They must learn that by the time they get in 8th grade. It's serious. They pushing a homosexual agenda on our people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. We don't pay attention to that stuff. Cause you know what? We don't watch the news. We're not that deep. We watch Love and Hip Hop. We do all kind of watching basketball and football. But we're not paying attention to what's really going. It's big stuff going on that's against our people.
Right.
But our eyes not open to that. We sleep. So we got to go to them for that. Even religion. Hey, even religion. Hey, sisters, y'all go to church? Y'all don't go to church, sis? All right. What about you, bro? You go to church? When you go to church?
Beulah Baptist.
Huh?
Beulah Baptist.
I can't hear you.
Beulah Baptist.
I'm saying, what day you go?
What day I go?
Yeah.
Sunday.
Sundays, right? So they even gave us religion. Guess what? Religion has nothing to do with this Bible.
That's right.
Let me say it again. Religion has nothing to do with the Bible.
That's right.
The nation is the one. When you look at all them religions, Pentecostal. Guess what? That was created by white people. Look it up, sis. You got the phone. Just Google who created all religions. Just look it up. They're going to show white people created all of them.
Right.
They created Jehovah's Witness.
Right.
They created Mormon.
Right.
They created Pentecostal.
That's
they
right.
created baptism.
Bring it out.
All these different things.
Bring it out.
All right, now them words is in the Bible, but it has nothing to do with the doctrine or the religion that's behind it.
Right.
Guess what?
Right.
When you look behind all the religions, guess who you, the image of the beast.
Right.
Guess what? This person right here, Caesar Bo, this is the root of all those religions.
Right.
But guess what? This ain't got nothing to do with the Bible.
That's right.
I'm gonna show y'all that. All right. Keep going. Finish that verse off. So it say everything we want and need, we got to go to the nations. Finish that verse.
And in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
That he is still talking about that enemy. It said that enemy gonna put a yoke of iron upon your neck. Did this happen to us? Did this happen to us? When did it happen? When did it happen? When did this happen to us? Anybody know? Brother, when did this happen to us? This happened to us during slavery.
Right.
Read that verse again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he has destroyed thee.
So it say, so yeah, the yoke of iron didn't happen to no other people on the face of this earth.
Right.
It only happened to us. But guess what? It said it was gonna come off until we was destroyed. Meaning we wasn't gonna know who we were. We wasn't gonna know none of our customs. We wasn't even gonna know where we came from. None of that. We wasn't even gonna consider that thing. All right. That's what it said. What was gonna happen to us. All right. So that what we're reading is Bible prophecy. All right. That is the Bible is a true book, and it's speaking about us, the children of Israel.
That's right.
All right. The Bible is speaking about us, the children of Israel. So y'all, do y'all see yourself in the Bible? Y'all know the Bible talking about y'all now? Okay. Y'all understand it? Watch this here. Give me Zechariah 11:5. I'm gonna show y'all what been going on. What the whole spark of this Black Lives Movement started about. Cause that's in the Bible too. The things that we've been seeing on social media for the last ever since social media started. Because it's been happening, but now we're starting to see it full flesh.
Right.
All right, read that.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5.
Bring it out.
Whose possessors slay them.
Who possesses us? Who has ownership of us? Huh?
Nation.
The nations. Name a nation.
America.
The so-called white people, right? Like I said, we carry their last names.
Right.
All right, we pay taxes to these folks. Like they give us everything we want and need. All right, we going to them to try to get equality.
Right.
So read that part again.
Whose possessors slay them.
So it said whose possessors slay. Slay means kill. Isn't there the one killing us in the streets? Right? That what happened with Joy Floyd, right? That what happened with Ahmaud Arbery, right? Because they try to push a police thing, but it's way more than police. It's way more than a police thing. All right, it's not just the police that's killing us. All right, because what happened with Ahmaud Arbery, those were regular citizens.
That's right.
All right, so they possess us as a nation of people.
Right.
And it say, now read that again.
Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Hey, what did that say? That's in the Bible? What did that say?
Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Y'all didn't know that was in there. The Bible is a true book.
That's right.
You understand that? Read the verse out to them. Read the verse and read it again.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
See that? So that's what's going on. But all of it is because we are rebelling against God.
Right.
Because we are going against His law.
We used to scream Black Power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission, We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.